Today, the newspaper, the Nevada Independent, made a big deal out of the fact that an assembly bill proposed and passed in the Nevada Assembly today, I think, cut professional staff and academic faculty out of a proposed bonus. It leaves out two critically important facts. Number one, faculty already got a $2,000 retention bonus paid in December. How do I know that? Because I have emails from the administration or from members of management who have talked to the administration who have told me that faculty already got a $2,000 bonus. The rest of higher education employees got the square root of squat. And if the Nevada Independent was worth anything more than just being a tattered rag, it would have been able to look that up and present that information to you. Number two, the professional staff and the faculty were not on campus. They were not required to demonstrate that they were working. I have been to meetings in my desk during quarantine where you could tell that faculty who phoned in to department meetings and such were phoning in from national parks. They were on vacation and taught whenever they wanted to. I had students who would come and tell me, once we went back to having some science labs on campus, even though a lot of other courses were still distance education, that they were disappointed in many of their professors who had quote-unquote phoned it in and put their courses on autopilot. Unfortunately, science is difficult to put on autopilot because in order to do a lab, you have to actually do the lab. Cut to point number three. Point number three, I think that I deserve this bonus. Now, it will come to me because of my title and division in state employment, but there is documented proof that I was here at my desk, well, actually in the lab, which is through this door and then around the corner here, because I made videos either here or in the other chemistry laboratory building that were posted online for students to watch when they were not allowed to be here, so they could watch the experiments, collect the data from the machines, and then write up the lab reports. Now, a lot of them would cheat because basically there was one lab video for everyone, so they could cheat. But I am in 50% of those. It's been a while now, but I had people who would walk up to me on the street and say, I know you. You were my online chemistry professor, because they knew I was in the videos. And you know how I know they will remember this? Is because they were critical of the fact that I was wearing shorts in the video. Okay? So, the initial version of the bill proposed the bonuses for everyone. The faculty is pissed off because they don't get one. But you know what? If you weren't here, why do you deserve one? More than 50% of my own department faculty decided that they were not interested in coming to campus and participating in the filming or the production of the videos that we produced. And then some of the others had to be browbeaten back into returning to campus. That doesn't earn you a retention bonus. And I can't tell you what the professional staff were doing during that time because I have no idea. What was there to do for the people who are responsible for vending machines and food services if there's nobody here to use the vending machines and the food services or printing services, or the people who are in charge of counseling and retention? They didn't do anything. The counselors did, but their management didn't. What did the registrar's office do? What did the vice presidents do? We weren't allowed to meet. We weren't allowed to be here. I was here because, someone's got to be here to do the lab. But most of those people were not here. The cops all know who I am because frequently I was the only person in the parking lot all day long on the 2 days a week that I was here during quarantine. So the Nevada Independent, I'm going to look up who said this. Okay, I can't figure out exactly who the author of the article is, but they're pissed that it left out part-time adjuncts. Why would they get a bonus? Administrative staff, why would they get a bonus? And professional employees, why would they get a bonus? The administrative staff is here on salary, and if you look up our salaries, they're a matter of public record, you can tell, it's funny, the president of this college makes more money in salary than the president of the United States. Let that sink in for just a minute. So, they're upset that it doesn't include every higher education employee. Why should it? The state controls state employees. Faculty and professional staff are not employees of the state. They're employees of the college. They can be fired at the will of the college. The president doesn't work for the state. The faculty don't work for the state. The directors, the assistant directors, the coordinators, and a whole litany of officers eating out our substance are hired at the will of the college and not at the will of the legislature. So why would the legislature have any interest in or power to give them a bonus? If the school wants to give them a bonus, the school should do that. I don't think the school should. But the state has decided to reward state employees who are assigned to work at the college. That's where I come in. I'm a state employee who works at the college. I am not an employee of the college. And that's what this assembly bill is really about. It's about paying people that the assembly is allowed to pay. The assembly isn't allowed to pay faculty. Why would it be? It sounds like a conflict of interest to me. And the Nevada Independent should know better than that. So much for independent Nevada. I've never, ever read an article on the Nevada Independent that I agreed with, and this is no exception. The article is in the link below for your reference. If you're interested in reading it and reading about it, it's an interesting saga, and it's a story of enmity pitting all educated people in Nevada against government employees in Nevada as if we're not educated, as if I'm not going to go into a classroom now in 15 minutes and go teach a lab about biology. I'm a teacher too, but I'm not getting a bonus for that. I'm getting a bonus because this is where I work. This is my laboratory. I work for the state of Nevada, and they have decided to reward me for not quitting. And if anyone can prove they deserve it, I can. You may not like the videos. You may not like how I look. You may not like how I sound. You may not like what I think, but I was here and at work, and I earned it. And I'm pissed that people who didn't and who can't prove they did a damn thing think they deserve the same compensation that I do. That's just not true. Anyway, Godspeed. Good night. Good luck.